welcome back to You Heard It from a CFP. My name is Matthew Coyle, and welcome back to my office here in Minneapolis. I got a question from a client I work with here about trust and trust planning, which is an interesting topic, and it's been on the news quite a bit lately. Question is, my attorney recently recommended an irrevocable trust for my life insurance policy. It would add some additional expense. Is this worth the cost, and what benefit would this give me? So a question about basically what is a trust? What does a trust do? What kind of trusts are there? Let's dive in. Okay, so I do get this question periodically about trusts. What type of trusts are there? Do I need a family trust? Would it be beneficial for me? Basically, there's three types of trusts. The first type of trust you'll find very commonly is a revocable trust. There's also an irrevocable trust or a non-changeable trust. And then finally, a testamentary trust. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. There are different types of trust, but the three primarily types of trust that you will see are those three: revocable, irrevocable, and testamentary. A revocable trust can be revoked or changed through your life. Now, the benefit of that is it does get your assets out of probate, so they won't go through probate court, but they do not leave your estate. So if you have specific assets that you want outlined to go somewhere else or to go to a certain person or a certain charity or a certain organization, a revocable trust can do just that. It can identify that. It can be very clear as to where those assets are going. It gets them out of probate. But it does not remove them from your estate because the trust can be changed. So technically, it's not leaving your estate. An irrevocable trust, which is what the question was addressing, is a non-changeable trust. It can be changed, but it's very, very difficult to do if you set one up. Basically, it's a non-changeable, or just like it sounds, irrevocable trust. Very popular for life insurance. It does remove the asset from your estate, which is why you see them a lot with life insurance. Life insurance is a part of your estate. The benefit is part of your estate. People forget that. It is tax-free if it's going for the purposes of a spouse or family inheritance, that kind of thing. But it still does get it out of your estate, which is nice. So once a trust, an irrevocable trust holds life insurance, which is what this client is referring to. The benefit is out of your estate, it's tax-free, the beneficiary can enjoy that, and it's out of probate. They're a great place to put life insurance trusts, not so great for other things, but they're very useful. And the third type is a testamentary trust. If you don't have one of the first two, typically the most common what you'll see is a testamentary trust. A testamentary trust is created by your last will and testament. So when you pass away, your will kicks in, and it will create a trust, a set of instructions, because that's all really a trust is. It's a set of instructions to do with your assets what you want to do, and it will not remove it from your estate, and it will not remove it from your from probate. But at least a testamentary trust will serve as an instruction manual, if you want to call it that, for your assets going forward. So those three types of trust, typically, it's not an exhaustive list again, but revocable trust, irrevocable trust, and testamentary trust are the three most common trusts you see. Most estate planners will recommend them if you have, particularly for higher asset spouses or higher asset families, but you don't need to be a higher asset family to have a trust. They're very simple documents to create. A good estate planner should be able to create them for you. So just look for those three things when you're talking about trust. If you have questions on it, please feel free to contact us or contact me directly. And I hope you have a very nice day, and thanks again.